If you have a decent banking system, why there should be pawn shops? And check cashing companies, would you believe that? You have your own check, you earn the money. You can't get the equivalent of the money that is in the check. You have to give 20% to the guy who gives you in cash. What happened to the banking system? No, banking system is not available to them because they cannot open an account. Would you believe people cannot open an account in the bank? They are rejected because too small amount. We are not interested in that amount. So they are forced to go to these people who charge enormous amount of money just every month, not just once. Every month you get your check, you get to the check cashing counters and get 20% less of what you earned. You earned your hard way, but somebody takes away your money. That's what the challenge, that's what we want to address through what we call Grameen America, to bring all this together. And we are launching it there to see how to address those issues. It's unbelievable that it can happen. And also at the same time, we see the payday loans. You need a little money in the middle of the month. You don't have the money to fix your tire or something, you fix your car. So you go to the payday loans. You pay as much as 40%, 50% interest on those loans. Nobody cares. So these are the issues for social business. These are the issues for addressing. That's why we're trying to just develop a prototype. We'd be very happy if you can associate yourself into that kind of program to see how to bring ideas, to bring it into a kind of banking framework rather than predatory activity of moneylenders and so on and so forth. And the other point, and I'll stop, as I said, I was giving student loans to Grameen Bank, and they are moving into higher education. More and more children are, more and more students are coming into higher education. When I go around, like today I'm doing that and coming to a university campus, I always invite the universities to keep 2 scholarships for Grameen children to come and study there, coming from the illiterate families, from the poorest families. These two scholarships, one for a girl, one for a boy, to come and study in top of the world-class universities. That changes the whole scenario. These are the young people who are looking for opportunities, and on their own they will never make it. But if the first lift is given, it creates a wave, and it encourages everybody else to work hard so that they can achieve those scholarships. And we started getting responses, like we got the response from Yuha Women's University in Korea. They immediately said, we want to do that. We'll bring 2 girls from, this is Women's University, so they want to take 2 girls from Grameen Bank every year and give them scholarships to study there, pay all the expenses. And we are very delighted. So this is one opportunity for 2 girls to go to Korea. And then I was talking to Oxford University. I was talking to one of the smaller groups. And I repeated it, and Oxford University said, okay, that's a deal. You come and lecture here once, and we'll give you 2 scholarships. So that I said, okay, I accept the deal. So they will give us 2 scholarships. So I will invite Boston University and MIT and everybody else here to offer that university, that scholarship. It does 2 things. It transforms the perception of the poor people themselves, and also it brings a new insight into the classroom. You talk about poverty as a kind of abstract thing. It's not abstract. It's your friend, your roommate. He comes from, or she comes from the poorest families and trying to get out. And what does it mean, what poverty is? You don't have to listen to the big, wise people writing books. She is a book by herself. And it's an open book. You talk how to get things out. So that way, it's an interaction both ways. And some of you, through this kind of relationship, some of the students from BU and MIT and others, universities and colleges here in Boston, come to Bangladesh or other countries in Mexico or Guatemala or Costa Rica and find out what's happening. So inter-exchange would be a very important thing. And recently I was in Riyadh in King Saud University. And when I proposed, they immediately decided that they will give 50 scholarships to Grameen children to study in Riyadh University. So that's another opportunity for us to do that. So this is the way you open up for the people so that they can show that the talent is not one-sided, it's universal. Everybody has the same talent. Everybody has the same creativity, energy. It's a question of opening up, giving the opportunities. It's not a question of giving charities, giveaways. Giveaways has a very limited kind of application. The giving opportunities, equal opportunities, not something that you have to force yourself to do that so that they can change their own life. And once we do that, then nobody has to be a poor person anymore. Poverty is not part of human being. It's artificially imposed on human being. We can peel it off. And if we can peel it off, there'll be no poor person. And I keep saying, all we have to aim is to create poverty museums. Set a date. On that date, we are going to have a poverty museum because we will not have any more poor people left in our country or left in our city or left in our district, whatever. Then we'll have our poverty museums so that next generation children read about poverty but wouldn't know what poverty is. So we will take them, the whole class, to the museum to show what poverty used to be like. And that's the decision we have to make. That's the kind of pledge we have to create. By this date, we would create our poverty museum. In Bangladesh, we kind of repeat saying that by 2030, we'll have our poverty museum. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A few questions? Yeah, I think so. Let's do that.